Yeah, so I wake up this morning and I see a message, and it's Access Rattblood. Are you here, Rattblood?
Access Rattblood. Access Rattblood. Access Rattblood. Access Rattblood.
And then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access.
I'm not the fucking Rattblood.
Axis Rattblood, I see. All these Axis people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. I don't know what to do about
And then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access.
Are you here, Rattblood?
I'm not the fucking Rattblood.
Access Rattblood.
Most abundant and successful king hero that we are all sitting with at this very moment. Are you willing to accept that as a truth? That you are a worthy man and that your penis is okay?
all these Axis people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. All these Axis people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now.
Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood?
Who the fuck is Access Rattblood?
I'm not the fucking Rattblood, bitch.
All these Axis people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. I don't know what to do about it.
I'm not the fucking Rattblood. Alright, friends and enemies of YouTube. It is I, the Axis, come to be the digital distribution for your digital drug needs. We're going to step into the realm of a little bit of insightful understanding on different techniques, different procedures, and different ways that you feed the gods of death so that you can live. I've noticed, if anything, in this particular construct, that all things maintain a balance. So for every heartache, you will have some joy. And for every joy, you will surely have heartache. And for every breath of life, there must be the opposite. That which takes life's breath. One feeds the other, weighed, measured, and brought to balance by a set of universal scales that are so far beyond my comprehension that I can only marvel at the majesty of it. But if I'm going to do such, then I'm at least going to be digitally drugged properly. I know a lot of people feel that they're unaffected by late technologies and the dopamine, the rushes, the AI, the development, the concepts, the infiltrating of one's conscious being, recorded and put into a data farm to be recalled at a later time for a loved one who, instead of mourning your grave, purchases the rights to your digital identity and feeds their interests at your conscious expense. This is the future. We're not going to die. We're going to digitally multiply. But let's do it while reaching for the sky. I am Axis fucking Rattblood, your digital dope distributor.
A lot of these elders need to hear the truth, man. It might not be what you want to hear. You need to be told what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. But necessarily my truth might not be everyone else's truth. So what's truth? You know? I say my truth or truth, but like I said, my truth might not be someone else's truth. Then I start to question, so what's truth? A lot of these elders need to hear the truth, man. It might not be what you want to hear. You need to be told what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
If some of these platforms, because there's many channels here, and a lot of them actually do, if people were honest when they're coming onto the panels or chat, but they don't want to be honest with themselves. They want to tear down other people to disguise themselves. So what I get from that is people are insecure by using a false sense of security to mask it. They're not actually, they actually ever challenge themselves. What would that look like? Of course, they'll be picking up, well, what about you? I said, here you go again. You're deflecting at that point. It's about you. If it's always about you, then make it about you. Be the best me can be there. Be the most selfish person you can be. So my question would be, then why are you living with the rest of us?
A lot of these elders need to hear the truth, man. It might not be what you want to hear. You need to be told what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
We don't consider each other. That's why most people are not rationally selfish. They're too busy being fucking selfish.
So what's truth? You know? I say my truth or truth, but like I said, my truth might not be someone else's truth. Then I start to question, so what's truth? A lot of these elders need to hear the truth, man. It might not be what you want to hear.
We don't consider each other. That's why most people are not rationally selfish. They're too busy being fucking selfish.
A lot of these elders need to hear the truth, man. It might not be what you want to hear. You need to be told what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
We don't consider each other. That's why most people are not rationally selfish. They're too busy being fucking selfish.
A lot of these elders need to hear the truth, man. It might not be what you want to hear. You need to be told what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Because it doesn't serve them to, what, I'm going to sit there and hear them say, okay, so should I tell them that they're caught up in their own world? I'm just going to replace myself. Axis, you can take over for a while. It's your shift.
friends and enemies of YouTube. It is I, the Axis. Off my meds, out of my head, filled with Kentucky's finest, and another wonderful product from the great state of Kentucky. Ah, digital drugs, digital drugs, digital drugs. Where do we even begin? I mean, the best drug you'll ever have goes straight to the cerebral cortex, causes immediate stimulation and reaction, gives you instant gratification. That fellowship, that sense of being together, almost in a revolutionary way. I've recently watched a documentary on how disco came into being through the private New York club district and some of the interesting laws that they had governing that. As I've watched things develop, disco turned into techno, techno turned into house, and then began the revolution. And I took a different path, but the same concept. Industrial metal. Had to get my fix on somehow. 60s love, peace, brotherhood, mother, father, sister, brother. Where are those concepts now? Where did they get us? To what? Haight-Ashbury? To the village in New York? To Chicago, Atlanta, Detroit, all come together for this digital revolution of sensory overload. Was watching recently too development of what they're considering to be gathered conscious regeneration. That is where they go through with a, I suppose, an AI, if you want to call it that, and it pulls snips, pieces of your primary information, your voice pattern, the idiosyncratic things that make you you, all the little indifferences, the joys, the dislikes, and it compiles them all together into this relative interpretive voice model. And apparently, they're going to be able to embody and offer this for loved ones. And I thought, how groovy, man. Talking Tombstone. I got a gateway to God, whichever God you serve. Not about it, man. You know, when I go, it's a shame, but I will be fragmented across server farms all the way back to 1992 and just strewn all over countries, states, places that I couldn't even fathom to have been or gone. I have little bitty pieces of me gathered together and reconstruct and recreate for someone, if they choose, the effigy of me. Hey, how's it going?
Good evening. How are you, Axis?
I am completely on my way.
Well, that's
That
good.
is for
Going
sure.
somewhere. Better than still.
I'm sorry?
Going somewhere is better than staying still.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I've done these last few days. I got the studio done. I do have a broadcast studio now. I'm not in it. I can show it to you here in a bit. And hooked some of my equipment back up for doing music and creating sound, and took a big stock on what pieces I had left, and decided that upon demand I got to put them back together somehow. So I started with my household.
Very cool. What were you
Yeah,
talking about? Musical or something with tombstones that you could talk to the deceased? What was this?
yeah. They what they're wanting to do, and there's an ethics behind this, and there's even something a little deeper than ethics. One is the ethics of who owns and who has a right to distribute all of your information, your metadata after you're dead. We by proxy have to serve the gods of death, or otherwise we can't live. You know, serve the gods of life, you got to die. Serve the god of death, you get some life. Catch what I'm saying? And in between this, you've left digital information strewn all over these massive server farms. And somebody got the bright idea that they could turn that into an algorithm based on your character profile and your metadata, and upon your death, potentially sell it back to you. And I thought, damn, that's creepy. That kind of
Actually,
freaks me out.
digital, right? Like, because even prior to digital, like artwork artists, writers, like the Dyer Van Frank, I mean, like little girl is writing a book, and that was sold after her death, and it's any information. Yeah, so it's not necessarily just digital, right?
Right. That's the whole thing. Is see, I understand a little bit about how I perceive this realm to be and my existence, and I don't believe that I've encountered anything that can be beyond measurement. And we are pretty much just a compilation of learned information from the time we were born to the time we die. And all we do is kind of reach into our bag of retrievable information, and we carry forward almost like an algorithm ourselves, except we're biological computers living in a mathematical construct. To my notion, you may see it different. And in between those lines, there is the ground for a metaphysical type of existence, which can be identified and quantified by quantum mechanics. Not theory, quantum mechanics. Anybody can be a quantum theorist. Shit. Look at some of them. But quantum mechanics is the actual mechanism that allows quantum physics to substantiate itself, such as entanglement, superposition, Planck time, Schrodinger's cat. I mean, all the big guys' little inventions and techniques to kind of show us the in between, the potential
Yeah.
that has yet to be observed. And we're kind of stuck in a situation where we the most species of humans are just retrieving learned information, and they're giving you information off of understanding patterns and seeking patterns and reactionary situations, which are usually influenced by brain chemistry and bioelectricity. And I'm like, damn, that sounds an awful lot like a computer, don't it? So I started tapping into the understanding of uh, basically a parapsychology phenomena through processors, electricity, biofields, Wi-Fi signals, frequency, and wavelengths, which pretty much creates us. Energy, frequency, vibration, thermodynamics, and retrievable information. So if they gathered all the metadata off of somebody that started on the internet at, say, I don't know, 2, 3 years old, throw them the tablet, you kind of train them on the phone or whatever to babysit themselves like they used to with the TV. And this machine is just constantly sucking data from you. And now they found a way to market it. Would you want your mom in a USB thumb drive to plug in? Be like, hey, Ma, how the hell are you? I think it'll be the ultimate digital dope.
Yeah. I mean, Cage created those character AIs.
Yeah, he did good too.
Yeah, really well. So I would love one for my dad who passed away. So it would be nice to hear his voice again. Get some advice from my dad. Could use them about now.
Did your dad interact with computers much?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, man, you lucked out. That's awesome. He left metadata for you. That's cool.
Yeah.
I come from a breed of wild heathens that were feral in the Appalachians of Kentucky, and they still don't understand what a computer is. They use laptops as doorstops. So there's no metadata for anyone except my offspring. But at least,
Laptops for doorstops. Is that what you said?
Oh, just me, my offspring. We're the only ones that venture into the digital realm. All the rest of them are just completely computer illiterate.
Yeah.
My
father
no real trace. I'm sorry.
My father worked for an oil company and was a computer guy there. So, yeah.
Right on. Right on. Wow. So you would like that then, right?
I would love that. Yeah.
Well, I am Axis Rattblood, so I'm going to give you a bit of a wake up.
Okay.
What if there was an admirer who had the money to purchase their construct and your metadata to have some type of weird, bizarre fetish relationship with all your metadata?
Metadata. Metadata.
Yeah. Metadata. Yeah. And it could be duplicated and distributed multiply.
Yeah.
So you could have 15, 20 guys just absolutely engaging in some type of cerebral fetish with you after you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
Digital necromancy.
That problem now.
Or would that be digital necrophilia? Which brings me to another thing.
Yes.
They're actually giving these AI companions I'm talking sexual companions, uh, autonomy within a limited range of AI. Um, and I'm thinking, okay, one, yeah, there's no gender. I can get that. You know, it's neither boy or girl. It's just the image that you're seeing.
Hmm.
But in reality, it has no soul. So wouldn't that be like having sex with the dead?
Um, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get creepier. I'm
You're just
going to get weirder. Now, when I was researching these female companions, because I want 6 of them in my closet,
okay.
I don't mind a little digital necrophilia,
Okay.
and they actually have pornography now that involves these artificial simulated females and males. Were you aware of this? OJ is going to get creepy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. See, this
Wow.
whole thing is a brand new frontier of just absolute profanity and indulgences to the most hedonistic that goes beyond any type of drug that you can get recreationally or even pharmaceutically. This is dealing with the human psyche directly. DMT time, real time.
I just need a magic spell. I just need a white candle to do magic.
Yeah, what are you looking to do?
Just want to. We're going through some changes at my job, and I just want to keep it. I want to get laid off.
You want to get laid off?
I don't want to get laid off. I mean,
Oh,
the
you
back.
don't?
Yeah, like I'd still get like 6 months severance, but um, I'd like to keep it for now.
This wouldn't happen to do with the new administration, would it?
Not directly, but I'm sure it's correlated somehow.
Uh,
My industry is going through a lot of changes right now, so I'll find out April 1st if I have a job or if I need to apply for a new job. If I don't get one of the new ones, then I'll get 6 months severance. So I just need a candle or something that will let me stay where I'm at.
I've got a
Can you do that?
serious history of what we call influence in the field. Now, there are segments of time that take place in our existence, kind of like slits between film. As film's rolling, it's going frame by frame by frame. This is called plank time.
Okay.
And in those little slits of time, that Planck scale measurement, there are undetermined variables that you can suggest into those little crevices of Planck time. And then the stronger you suggest into this field of potential possibility before you reach it, which is Planck distance, you applicate whatever it is and suggest it into that field with force and will. And you wait for the residual.
How long does that take? A couple weeks?
It all depends on your focus, your concentration, and your determination. So
Okay.
you can use a candle, a reality board, you could use any type of metaphysics, but what that does is that gives you a focal point to send out vibrations in the physical world.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really want to get to the heart of potential and you want something to come to fruition, then would it not be best to suggest it in between those points where reality is just starting to take place for you? That minute, minuscule point of time of potential and possibility happening just as quick as it can.
Is there any side effects to this? Is this dangerous?
It's the field, man. The universe is going to balance itself out regardless. You know, someone died so you could be alive. You're alive because someone died. That's a variable of the universe. It's balance.
Mm.
They call it karma. Any of those wonderful rebound words, devil's justice or God's vengeance, you know. All it is just a functioning code of the construct and reality that we're subjected to at the moment. That's why I'm taking such a fascination to people's endeavors into this new technology, because I remember when the internet was first available and it was a free-for-all. It was just absolute Wild West.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it happen again. But it's interactive. Ooh, gotta take a drink for that one. That's for the 6 beautiful AI women that I've yet to get. But will eventually. I have to dream.
Gotta have a dream, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I got my shit in order, got my health back, you know, and that was all through pushing the field. You know, I visualized and influenced in between those minuscule time frames the reconstruction of my environment into that of one that would be presentable and sustainable. Also, my health. I started projecting that, and now my health is on the upcline. I'm actually approaching some type of Moore's law, you know?
You're feeling good?
And yeah, the house is clean.
Mm.
I'm back on synthetics, so I'm good to go. And you can't forget, I got Kentucky bourbon.
You're talking bourbon?
Kentucky bourbon.
Oh, Kentucky. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I said it was talking.
No. There's only one bourbon.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. That
Magic.
is the preferred drink of Axis fucking Rattblood, as long as you are 21. Or where it's available in the state of confusion. But yeah, I actually had to, on request, because I crawled into this little hole as a mortuary, and I went to the desert, didn't die, and I should post the pictures. The back of my truck was a custom build. It looks like it's got mortuary knockers on the back barn doors, and looks like crypt. Pretty intense. But that's what I crawled in here for after I got out of the nursing home. I was like, fuck, man, I'm in bad shape. I need somewhere to go die peacefully. And then, as you know, things change. The universe has its wills, its whims, and its ways. And suddenly, I met opposition to my death. And I went, son of a bitch, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
So, at the request of someone that I have an incredible amount of life respect for, told me to get my ass out of bed, get the fuck up, and get my life back together. And that's exactly what I've done.
That's great. Great advice, and great that you followed through with it.
But listen to what the process was. What I'm saying. You know, it was a type of influence. You know, my house didn't get put back together by me just wanting it to be back together. It took actual concentration, projection. Um, I had to project that into those slight moments and watch it develop and come to fruition. Same with my health. And it took, this is, yeah, second week. So in 2 weeks, I got my shit back together.
Wow, that's amazing. That usually takes people like 2 years.
Yeah. 2
Good
weeks.
for you.
Yep. And I'll show you a little bit of scary. I'll give you a bit of a Rattblood tour here.
Nothing too scary.
You must be paying attention. Let's try to turn this. Let's try to turn this camera around here. Yeah, I'm really excited about getting into the new studio and doing some work in there, and especially if you know, somebody needs help with something in the metaphysical realm, and they need to apply an application to it, such as influencing the field or using a actual focal point, reality boards, or even your digital Ouija board. Sorry about the camera. Let's turn this around here. Okay. Now, this is my little broadcasting center that I use locally, right here. See all that?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Got all this shit going on. Crazy. And then I decided to throw, and I don't know if you can see it. Oh, not from there, obviously. There we go. Got all my music equipment back together. So, and then I went ahead and put together, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see it that well. A studio to broadcast from. All in a matter of 2 weeks. And then, of course, we got. So I know it works. Catch what I'm saying?
Very cool. Exciting stuff.
Yeah. You know, I can give you devout witnesses to my 2 weeks of development. They don't know how the hell I even pulled it off.
Yeah, it's
So
great.
if I can do it, you can. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Max is here. Fools and Tools is here. They're very happy for you.
Cool. Good people. Good people. Oh, there they are. Okay. I see them. Hey, Max. Good to see you. Sorry, man. I got this one over here. Can refresh quick enough to keep up with the chat. But the one I respond with is a little slower. This is the one I broadcast with.
Why is it just me? Axis.
Sorry about that.
Okay, I just saw me. It's the Casey show.
Sure. Why not? But I've always, since I started working with the Cult of Axis on which was some people that I vetted to do focus work with me. That's been almost 4 or 5 years ago. Man, time's going. But I vetted out some Satanists, some witches, some mystics, just anybody who had a good spiritual energy and understood that any potential that they raised of doubt was going to affect what we were focusing on. So they had to have complete devotion to whatever we were focusing on. But we agreed on it as a group. And we would set our intent and our focus on those particular measures of time to figure out the mechanics of it. Just like, a witch has her different spells to create certain aromas, fragrances, or to amplify their energy and transmit it in what would seem to be almost a metaphysical state. But there's a mechanics behind it, actually. And it's a functioning mechanic. So we started being able to manipulate, and I will use the word manipulate because we pulled it into function, and we started affecting things. And I thought, that's really cool. And then I took off and started doing frequency work after I had done figured out that's accomplishable and very effective. And I started working with direct technology and metaphysics and how that applied itself by us being kind of cerebrally electric. But I was doing more of a metaphysical take on it, kind of a cybermancer type thing. And then when I started studying the math and the physics behind it, I was like, well, shit, man, there's variables here. And there's a potential for variables. And there's a potential for influenceable variables. And I was like, wow. Electricity, frequency, wavelengths, suggesting into a potential undetermined point, a point of reference. Bingo. Did you catch it?
Yeah, tonight's the full moon, right? Is there anything you do for the full blood moon?
It's energy. Yeah. Why do you think I'm on here?
What do you do?
I celebrate it. See, my calendar is new moon to new moon. Full moon is a peak for me, the waxing and waning.
Right.
So it's new moon to full moon to new moon.
Right.
Waxing and waning. This is the pinnacle of mid-month.
Yes.
So
any
energies are high.
Yeah.
What's that?
Any rituals?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cinnamons and...
So, it's an opulent night for you to maybe do a little study on Planck scale time, variables and potentials of undetermined position, and field or ether or particle influence. And that will take you right down the road to being able to direct your own future if you choose.
We should all be able to direct our own future, though, right?
Well, I mean, with serious intent, not just expecting the winds and the wills of whatever may come, may come.
Yeah.
It's taking the reins and pulling them in and being able to give a potential into three-dimensional space of undetermined projection. You project that determined space into that three-dimensional cube. Catch what I'm saying?
I got you.
3D space, you know? Breadth, width, height, depth. Well, it's the same outside of you. The construct works in three-dimensional space too. And at those moments in between that refresh rate, you can quantify a position or suggest an influence.
Yeah.
Just be careful what you ask for.
Yeah. Because you might just get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had my fair share of that. To the point where, like I said, you know, I crawled into my little mausoleum here, gave myself all the comforts and amenities and benefits that I could award myself so that I may pass fundamentally without a bunch of hang-ups, regrets, without a bunch of associations left unfinished, and in a peaceful state. And I thought I was going to get away with it. I didn't.
Yeah.
So, after the universe paddled my ass, slapped me upside the head a few times, and said, "How dare you think for yourself? And how dare you expect not to receive the opposite variable of what you're doing? You want to die? I'm going to make you live." So I thought, "Fuck, man, maybe I need to start wanting to live and I'll die." I don't know. Haven't tried that one yet. Did when I was younger. Not in a while, though. But the concept is, Casey, is the more you project into potential, the more that potential will respond to you. And if you need a physical...
What do you mean by that?
You ever hear of a reality board?
Of course.
Okay. That is a physical representation of something you're projecting energy into for a manifested effect, right? And it's physical. You can move it around, you can adjust it, you can change different states and positions. Well, instead of projecting into a reality board, project into the field. That which has yet to come into reality. That variable, that potential, that undetermined state.
So it's like, what else is possible?
Oh, Case, there's so much I have learned. So I keep my mouth shut about a lot of things. I don't want people to know what I know. I'm taking it to the grave with me. Took me too long. Took me a lifetime, fold 3, to be able to do and develop what I have. And if you haven't done the paperwork, the legwork, and the mind work, then you're probably not ever going to achieve it, because I'm not going to give it away. Information is currency now.
Understood. Yeah. Not opposed to doing the work.
There you go. I just gave you, hopefully, some resources. I'd like to hope that, you know, it benefits you somehow.
I think it will.
You will have my positive...
I had what?
You will have my positive reflection on it.
I appreciate
that it comes out to your benefit, whatever that may be. That takes you to a potential where you, the universe, and all parties involved are content to endeavor into the situation and leave it fully resolved.
Thank you. That's all we can do, right? Like, bless everybody around us.
Yeah, it's just I'm going to put a little extra oomph into the fact that I know that you have a potential you want. You have something that you are desiring to manifest to secure your future. I don't know what your finances. I don't know. I don't know what your intent is, but I know what your objective is. Keep your job, right?
Correct.
There you go. That simple. To keep your job or not to keep your job. Free will.
Whatever will best serve.
There's a lot of people that I balance my better qualities with to make sure that I stay at least in some type of harmony. That's why I transcend from good to bad, light to dark, and all spectrums in between, transcendental. Because I know with every joy I'm going to suffer, and with every suffering there's going to be joy, and different variables. That's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's written within the governing laws of the universe. Hey, how's it going, brother? Mr. Peace Robot.
Hello.
Did you like KC?
I don't think so. Hi, nice to meet you. Does he talk?
He's downloading binary.
Oh, okay.
How you been, brother?
Up and down.
Good. Very good. Because that high vibing shit all the time really starts to get on one's nerves. And all that low vibing. Well, I tried listening to Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, and Animals. And I almost thought I need to find a bridge. Just something to plunge myself off of. It's depressing as hell. I couldn't imagine having to tour consecutively playing those fucking depressing ass songs. But Dark Side of the Moon, The Wall, Reprise, much more upbeat.
Part of the deal they made.
I would say so. The sacrifice of Sid Barrett. No, they can't. No. I got to see Roger Waters' This Is Not a Drill in Chicago. And that was awesome. Got to go with my daughter. One of the best times I ever had. But then I've been listening to a lot of Raven Newman, which is Gary Newman, who did Cars back in the 80s. And his daughter come out with a new album that's tough as nails, man. I mean, she is on it. And I would compare it to Pretty Hate Machine by Nine Inch Nails, man. That punchy, that powerful. I thought his other daughter, Persia, was going to be the one to come out and take the stage and continue that Newman type technology, music. No, not Persia. It was Raven. Raven's the one that wound up doing it, and she did a hell of a good job. I don't know who's producing her, but they're doing the right thing.
Are most of these pop songs written by the same handful of people?
Yeah, you have Songwriters Guild, and you have formulas that are developed by Songwriters Guild. You got Musicians Guild. They're all artist guilds,
Wasn't there
and they
some guy who had
submit
like some guy who had like
the what?
wasn't there some guy who had like 400 top 40 hits from like dozens of different artists? He wrote all
Oh
their
yeah, yeah. That's always heard of it, especially if you got the formula down
yeah.
and you understand that variable equation to meet the common ear, and you
Crank
have
it
a
out all
good
day long and put people's different names on it and
yeah,
sell it.
a couple of sound engineers that know what the fuck they're doing behind a mixing
Creating,
board, and
creating it all. And just,
yeah,
it's like Etsy
yep.
kind of, and all these other sites that they have this prefabricated product they want to sell, but then they let people take advantage of the platform to sell their little handmade junk or whatever.
Well, when that's finalized, it goes into the master recording and the copyright on that master recording, and that's what happened between Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson outbid Paul McCartney for the Beatles' rights to the music, the masters, their copyright. And yeah, they had a big fucking dispute over that. They were no longer friends.
Ultimately, it's all meaningless, especially in the digital age.
Well, it
They were sifting that shit out of pepper. To be honest.
right, but still, I mean, it's relative to being in this construct. And now that I have a full path, mathematical roadmap of how the physical understanding we have in this realm and the metaphysical apply themselves through equation to each other with relevancy, it doesn't seem so strange now. I don't feel like a stranger in a strange land. I feel like I'm just visiting, passing through, enjoying the vacation here on Earth in this particular state.
You have
And
a cabbage?
got to get I got a place to go if I need one, but I want to get my kicks before the whole shit house goes up in
You have a
flames.
cabbage?
If I need one, yeah, I do.
I've got a
I have a
cabbage.
place to go.
Cabbage.
Oh, cabbage? What are you saying?
Cabbage.
Cabbage. Yeah, I got cabbage. If we're talking about the same thing.
You got a cabbage?
Why do you keep saying?
Yeah.
I just got a cabbage.
Okay.
Dude, you're making me. Oh, shit. Hold on. I got to do my witch's brew here. Let me put something in here. Oh man, you got me messed up now. You come at me sideways, started skipping and repeating and binary. Now I'm like, let's whip this up.
Ordinary
Yeah.
cabbage.
Okay.
Head
Okay.
of cabbage.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Now you might make sense to me. I have powdered digital drugs. That was pure binary I just did.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be doing that.
Pure binary? Man, if I could get a dermal patch of pure binary, I'd do it. Could you imagine superposition?
Non-binary drugs like nitrous oxide.
Nah, man, that's the state of superposition. That's
Simplest
stone
molecule, the better.
immaculate.
The best drugs are the simplest ones. And nitrous oxide.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I could consume poppy bulb all day, I'd probably lay in a field of it and do it.
Why don't you grow some?
Because I got nasty little devil's hands, and somebody would go, those bulbs on those flowers look like they've been cut. You haven't been cutting those, have you?
For the latex?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not interested in getting in that kind of trouble, man. It's bad enough I live in the reddest fucking state in the Union, Weed's not even
What's that you're
legal here.
smoking there, though? You don't want to.
Oh, that's witch's dust, man. Fairy, pixie dust. Binary, man. Binary.
Devil's dandruff.
It's metaphorical. Because
What are
I
you
am a
talking about?
digital drug distributor. And I'm distributing the digital drug.
Shouldn't be doing that shit.
Well, we were discussing um, this AI companion thing and how it's like almost a type of cyber necrophilia, and that just really
Clever
turns me on
reflex
to think
anger,
that
just like people.
I could have 6 of those ladies in my closet. That would be like, don't leave the house anytime at all for any reason. Don't need to.
So you want to keep women in your closet?
Oh, only the most up to date, compatibly physical, beautiful, accentuating 6 various female AIs, fully functional, with the most advanced algorithmic uh, language model they can give it.
These are simulating women.
Yeah, it's
Why would you want six
cyber
of them?
necrophilia, man. Come on, get with the times, dude.
Why would you want 6 of them though?
Well, they got
Bad
to be
enough
able
that
to
you
mate
don't
with
want
each
them
other.
online.
No, they got to take care of each other, man. I don't want to do all that shit.
Take care of each other.
Yeah,
Like
wash,
that David
clean.
Lee, like that David Lee Roth video. Like I always party with 2 girls because if there's any conversation, I don't have to be involved.
No. See, obviously, you have been in too many monogamous relationships in your life.
Oh well.
Huh? Or you want to throw down? Talk
Is
about
a
some
one
weird
night
shit?
stand considered a
I
monogamous?
love weird shit.
Is a one night stand considered a monogamous relationship if it only lasts like two hours?
Or how many girls were involved, and how many of them were alive.
Well, I never had 110, but I had about 5 twos. So
Well, it's not the same, man. See, my logic and reasoning here is, if they can fool me into thinking that they are sexually attractive and intelligent and offer something that will benefit me,
there's only
then
one thing about uh, a woman that attracts me, whether they want to
what?
fuck me or not. If they want to fuck me, it's very unattractive to me.
You mean you don't want to sit around and debate with 6 female algorithms of the highest possible quality,
No,
virtually mimicking that of general sentient AI?
sounds like The View.
Oh, come on. Really? Well, just unplug them then and take them cold. Clean them up
That
yourself.
sounds like an awful hen fest. Why would I want to participate in there?
Why wouldn't you, man?
I probably wouldn't be able to understand anything because they'd all be talking at once.
Brother, welcome to the disco movement of the 70s and the fucking love and peace movement of the 60s and the revolution that happened in the 90s where everybody just started getting their freak on and doing their own thing, and then suddenly 2000 came
Really,
around and everybody disappeared.
really jumping around the decades there. You know, the '90s made the '60s look like the '50s.
Oh, man. You're killing me with that. Like I said, man, you can't be a freakophobic here. If you're freakophobic, you got to go. We got to get rid of you. We can't handle it.
What's a freakophobic?
As somebody who don't get their freak on, thinks it's wrong. It's kind of degenerate type behavior to get your freak on. But I live by the freak.
I don't believe in right and wrong.
Well, there you go. That's probably why you're here.
It's a construct.
Exactly. How can mathematics in its truest nature and form that equates to a absolute variable be wrong.
Right and wrong is just an abstraction we use. It's somewhat useful sometimes, but largely misleading.
I think it's a type of control, man.
It's always
I've been watching
contextual.
all kinds of
Like, is it wrong?
systems.
Is it wrong to stick your hand in machinery?
Well, that depends on the individual. I knew this one guy.
Doesn't depend on the
Yeah,
individual. I mean, how about like a serious question? Is it wrong to stick your hand in machinery?
I'm about to tell you what I ran into. Okay? We had a client that used to come to the dungeon, and he was missing a couple fingers, man, and he was into genitalia torture. That's
How does
what
this
he
answer
liked.
my question?
Just listen to me now. So we kind of monitored him because he was a fascination to everybody because of the level of genital torture he could take.
Objection, Your Honor. It's a narrative.
Then he started missing fingers.
Oh,
Then he started talking about castration. Then I had to ban him from the club.
Objection, Your Honor. Where is this leading?
Leading you to the fact, was he right or wrong?
Should
He
you
was
stick your
removing
hands?
his own fucking fingers, man. He was wanting his balls and nuts cut off,
Should you stick your hands in machinery?
Well, he would.
That's all kinds of wrong.
Is it right or wrong to stick your hands in machinery?
Well, to Peter, he would have done it.
What if you're
He would
fixing
have done it and got off on it. So,
What if you're repairing it? That's right.
it's only equations that are relevant to the form and function of what they are by identity.
Just saying right and wrong is contextual.
No, it's
Maybe
just
the
variable
wire-
state.
Something wrong with the wiring there because that's pain is not supposed to give you sexual stimulation. So there's something wrong with the wire in there.
I'm not gonna get off in the weeds here.
Do you ever notice my riding crop up there? I got some freak in me. Max.
Yeah, that thing
Sorry.
doesn't move around a lot, does it? You don't really get much use out of it.
Well, not no more, man. I don't entertain as much as I used to, but
Why do
I'm
you
sure
keep
once I get my half dozen artificial intelligent women, I will be entertaining quite a bit.
Hi, Max.
Hi,
Hey,
Casey.
in
How
on
you
it.
doing?
Okay. Thank you for joining. Got weird.
Makes me a better drink here, if you don't mind, so I can keep up with the conversation. I get lost real easy.
Is it bright in there?
I have been around that culture in my lifetime. There is a universal thing that tends to there's usually some type of event in the youth that kind of steers people in that direction, whether they know it or not.
Anybody gonna watch the eclipse tonight?
Yeah,
Of course.
I can't see it. It's all cloudy.
When is it?
It's supposed to be like 3 a.m. or something. Really
Okay.
late.
Yeah, it's
Is it clear where
got
you
the
are?
religious people freaking out.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, the religious people, they're thinking it's the blood moon of Revelation.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a problem with it.
Hey, some seers, I guess you'd call them, are predicting the U.S. economy to collapse on Saturday, I think. Yeah.
Well, yeehaw.
I don't know if I don't believe
That's a
it.
pessimist.
All the
It
bridges
might
are gonna
happen.
fail. Trains are gonna stop running.
Might happen.
Trucks will go into maximum overdrive and start killing us. Coke machines be shooting cokes at us.
Well, if we're living the right kind of life, that kind of fantasy comes to reality, and you're like, oh, hell yeah, that's what I come here for.
Yeah, the economy's gonna collapse. You go take your money out of the ATM, and the ATM just says you're an asshole.
Right? It's going to turn into Mad Max Road Warrior time. Everybody's going to tribalize up, and start whipping the shit out of each other for resources.
Spinning it at you at 1,000 miles an hour, slicing through your body.
No, it just
Only
tells
in
you to fuck
Canada.
off.
You try to get a pop and it splits your head open. You know.
No, it just tells you to fuck off. You don't have any money. Get lost.
Is that Maximum Overdrive? That movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where all the machines come to life. That was a cool
Yeah.
movie. The Joker truck. That was awesome.
AC/DC wound up doing the entire soundtrack for that.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Well, whatever happens, I'm sure we're gonna feel it spiritually, energetically, or even metaphysically. It's going to have an effect because it's a variable. It is a frequency and an energy that we're being hit with. And I'm sure the tides are going to rise and they're going to pull just the same as they always do, but maybe in just a little bit of a stranger angle. If we're lucky.
Oh, I'm not a cataclysm believer. I think that it's just hype. I think they're all psyops. Like the people are saying that the poles are going to shift over, or we're going to come to an ice age, or there's going to be
There's going to be a cataclysm, sure.
Everybody always thinks there's going to be a cataclysm.
There's going to be eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Well, what's your point?
Well, I just don't think it's going to happen right now. And almost every generation believes that they live in the.
That's what everybody
That
thinks
is
is going to happen to them. Even the people that it happens to think it's not going to happen to them.
So what about all those people that thought it was the end times, but it wasn't, you know?
That's the point of the cataclysm. It's kind of unavoidable.
Well, for some people it is. It's not, but for many, many, many others it is. You know?
Ultimately, everyone experiences catastrophic failure of their body, so...
Well, yeah, that's different than a worldwide cataclysm where everybody dies.
Not for that person, it isn't.
Well, sure it is. You die alone. You die alone anyway, no matter what, really.
Okay, making my point. Thank you. I'll let you go. Continue. Go ahead.
So what's your feelings on the whole cyber necrophilia, AI interactive robot dog thing? You know?
Oh, that's going to be the next new hit.
I think so, man. I've been looking. I've been researching.
Have you seen those little robot dogs? Those are cute as hell.
No, I wasn't looking at dogs.
Segue from fuck dogs to robot dogs.
No dogs, man. I ain't into bestiality. So I can handle some necrophilia.
I thought it was a robot zombie dog you were after.
No, man.
I misheard you. Okay.
If they make an AI sheep and you push the AI sheep up to a cliff, will it back up on you?
Well, I always say, you know, the body stays warm up to 20 minutes after it's dead.
I tried.
Does the AI sheep have self-preservation?
Hard enough.
I can tell you, you're going to do this or I'm going to knock your head in.
Well, I suppose that depends on how it's
on a serious note here, Axis, can you tell me what Fools and Tools was talking about? That's great, Axis. Mind over matter.
If an AI sheep is smarter than a college professor, can it give consent?
Yeah, he's going to keep interrupting, man. He's got Asperger's, I think, but he is intelligent. I give him that, man. He's intelligent. He's just not. Yeah, he's just kind of socially lacking. That's all.
So what happened there?
What was I interrupting?
My personal development that I was describing to Casey earlier. Casey's going through a life situation where she's wanting to keep her employment, and I was telling her how I utilized the field in the last 2 weeks to get my house completely back in order and my health back.
Okay, cool.
So I took her on a little tour of the new studio where I'll be broadcasting from now on, because this is going to be turned into nothing but a monitoring station. And I hooked my music equipment back up so I could start recording again.
Nice.
Yeah. Instead of just dragging instruments over here and hooking them into my mixer, I got it all set up over the other side of the room here. And I still got a couple of spare rooms in the kitchen. So doing good.
Do you think there's already too much music in the world?
You know what? I don't make music for other people. I make music for me.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't care what other people want to listen to. I'm not trying to entertain them. I did that for years. Now I'm entertaining me. Same with my channel.
There's not enough other music out there to entertain you. You got to supplement it with your own.
When you got it in your soul, brother, you got to let it out.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm a musical misfit, man. I'm coming out of the closet as a musical misfit. I like every genre. I like every style. I like every type of scale, every type
genre?
of instrument.
You like
Oh, yeah. Probably not. But would I tolerate it under the right circumstances? I'm sure that variable comes into play.
Wow. You just said you like everything, and I pick one at random, and you're like, nah, not that one.
No, I said it's a variable. There are those that I choose over others, but there are some that I tolerate.
Just
because
tolerate
I happen to be
What about smooth jazz?
some of the New Orleans stuff I can handle.
What about fusion?
And it all depends on whether it's house, techno, or industrial.
Hi, Pam. Good to see you.
Oh, Pam.
I got something to share with you there, Axis.
All right. Let's have it.
It's on the screen there.
The moon?
That's what it looks like, yeah. This is exciting. Exciting technology. This is called FLFE. It's very interesting stuff.
I'm not sure, man.
Raise your consciousness of your environment so you can experience greater clarity, energy, and peace. You can start your free trial right now, and it will work immediately. Enhance your energy resilience through life in a high consciousness field. FLFE is a unique service engineered to enhance the level of consciousness in our environment, rooted in the principles of multidisciplines of consciousness study, quantum science, and qualitative and quantitative research.
Is there maybe an email list I could get on to get this instead of listening to it?
Oh, you can just start your free trial. They have all kinds of buttons to start your free trial.
Free trial?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
FLFE works by elevating your consciousness level of your home, phone, or object, and blessing everything in the field. So it's kind of interesting. You can attach this thing to you can geolocate it to your house. You can hook it up to your phone.
What is it?
Or you can say pick like a piece of jewelry, anything, any object, and have it hooked up to that object. And this field will follow it around.
Right on.
And what it does, okay, I love
this AI surveillance system.
Oh yeah, picture coming home to a high consciousness sanctuary with FLE flagship offering you FLFE property services. Come home to a new level of well-being. Your FLE sanctuary provides EMF mitigation, greater personal vitality, interpersonal relationship support, decreased stress, and improved sleep. With a variety of daily consciousness boosts. So here's what you get. Service includes an exceptionally high consciousness field similar to that of sacred sites like Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, or the Great Pyramids of Giza. EMF mitigation, geopathic stress mitigation.
All right, that's enough.
Property history clearing, reduction in fatigue, improved communication, enhanced creativity and focus, decreased brain fog.
Hey, I want to talk about this surveillance system, this new AI surveillance system. There,
greater feeling of internal personal freedom, improved.
We're setting up hundreds of cameras.
I'll get there. Immune system.
Hundreds of cameras all over cities, and they're monitoring every car that goes by, tracking every.
Come on, paranoid.
Monitoring you with satellite.
Oh, this is a real system being used.
Oh yes, yeah.
Dude, your drug is paranoia, man. That's what you're on. You're a
I'm talking
buzzkill.
about they
You
publicize.
doing the wrong drug, man. Get on
You,
the right drug, or you're gonna hang with the
smoking that
group, man.
hookah pipe.
Yeah, man. Snort you some binary.
Looking into it. It's an AI-driven surveillance system. Uses stationary cameras at intersections, and it tracks people, figures out where they're going, when they're going, why they're going there, and just by monitoring where they turn at intersections.
It's just one system.
They're tracking billions of license
30
plates.
systems tracking
Every
you.
30 days, they track billions of license plates.
Now your drug is confusion, man. Come on, brother. Get on the right drug.
There's not a drug. This is an AI-driven surveillance system that's being unveiled.
Look, man, that sounds like some narc shit to me. And if I'm going to be mainlining some superposition, I don't want no surveillance. Can you dig?
I need to get rid of it.
Well, I don't want to knock you off the fucking panel, dude. All you got to do is just snort your line of binary,
surveillance system.
mainline some straight up superposition, quantize yourself, let those endorphins go.
Whatever, I'm talking about real shit. I'm not talking about all that baloney.
Yeah, you can quantum entangle your phone or device to this.
Exactly.
Gibberish. I'm talking about real shit.
Quantum entangled, man.
Hold on, I got some binary right here, and I know I've got some superposition. I could afford a little bit of superposition this month. So let's see what I got here. I know there's some superposition in here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, that right there. Yeah, that looks like the superposition, man. I'm about to go sideways on all of you. Strange angle time. Get your superposition on. Are you ready? Everybody ready? This is it. This is the trip. This is the best part. Part I like. Okay. Now, what we got to do is quantify in this particle smasher my quantum state. Let me check and see if it's quantized. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, man. That's ready for a particle collider. Shit, yeah. Man, I think I got superposition and symmetry with a complete unified field of understanding. Oh, shit, man. I got to do some of this quick before it deteriorates and becomes unstable.
Put it in your
pipe.
Right,
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I haven't done straight superposition like this. I mean, man, this is fucking off the hook. I've got the awesome atom smasher here. Hold on. We gotta figure out how to get it straight to the cerebral cortex as quickly as possible. Let me break out the witch's bowl. Here it is. This is straight superposition. We going. Freak.
Yeah, quantum entangle that stuff.
Oh, OD live here or what?
Yeah, I'm in the field now.
I'm just Memorex. So.
Okay. Yeah, it don't matter that they don't have a sex. It's okay. It don't matter that it's a replicated voice model off of a massive algorithm from many different servers. They can outthink you. They can outclean you. They can outfight you, outfuck you, outparty you. Oh my God, I'm in superposition heaven.
What's he talking about?
Gotta have a half dozen of them. It's on like no one's business.
So how are you doing, Casey? Haven't heard much from you there.
Norm McDonald talking.
Casey?
Oh,
did you phase out? I think she might have fell off the edge of the metaverse, man.
Maybe.
Somebody needs to look and see.
I'm
Make sure she's all right.
Paul, wanting drug use. I mean.
Oh man. Oh, if they're going to get me for doing binary and superposition, then I'm just fucked all the way around, you know. I'm in Indiana. We can't get real drugs here. So I have to do digital drugs. And my job is to distribute digital drugs. So I am your digital drug distribution center. And may the God of algorithms, mathematics, and equation have mercy on me. I found my station in life, Max.
Right on.
You know, I thought, shit, man, everybody's getting with it, just like every movement in all of history. And here I am sitting on top of it, willing to participate like somebody who just flew out the closet. And I'm going to indulge in some Tesla technology in the most perverted way. Yeah,
I have to put this.
I found out that there's actually gold molecules not only in the air that we breathe, but in virtually everything that exists, including the sun.
air?
It's amazing.
How's there gold in the air?
Monatomic.
Check it out. Yes, absolutely, man. So I was like, okay, superconductor, bioelectric field. Oh, shit, man. Half a dozen AI women. I'm good to go. I just need to snort
using
some
diamonds. Hey?
position and go on.
They're going to start using diamonds.
Diamonds?
Nanodust, yeah. So our atmosphere will be full of diamonds.
Oh, that's good for the lungs.
Well, it'll be so small it'll just pass through the lungs, maybe.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, kind of like a neutrino or something.
Yeah, very, very
Port.
small.
Okay.
Very small.
All right, you had me worried,
So
man.
float,
You had me
right? They have to
worried.
make it float. So it's got to be, when you excite it with electricity, it's got to float.
Oh, I get excited with electricity.
Right?
Right.
I put the link to that FLFE in the back chat there.
Okay.
I don't know. At some point, if my life got really, really painful, I'd consider it.
You know, Max, I was like I was telling Casey, I crawled into this mortuary to go through an easy transition. And
Don't come to
I
Canada.
wasn't. No, I don't need the assistance. I'll do it myself. But anyhow, apparently it wasn't in the equation, man.
That's good.
I had to re-quantify. Oh, Canada? Yeah. You should check it out, man.
Oh yeah.
Or go up there and ask for the pod service through Maid. They'll take care of you.
Oh yeah. We'll have you down and harvested. Healthy in no time.
Yeah. With the backing of the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
I lived in Canada.
Did you? Whereabouts?
Winnipeg.
Nice.
Winnipeg, America? You mean the North American free trade country that we annexed? Yeah, I got you, man. I'm down.
Some Americans are still bitter that you guys burned down our White House, but I'm not.
Thanks.
Well, I figure.
But
I know you specifically didn't have anything to do with it.
No.
I'd like to blame you, but I'm just not that callous.
I can't take credit for it, unfortunately.
I know you'd love to.
Probably, yeah. I don't know why. I don't think I really hate Americans at all. I just think the idea of the White House kind of
Hat wearing, fucking.
Taking down your adversary, that type of thing.
Yeah, you poser.
I am, eh?
Take off, eh?
Have you two been on panel together before?
I think so.
Okay. I was kind of wondering if this is a mutual exchange of energies or whether there was some type of 0 to 0 collision going on. I don't know. Just observing
Okay.
from a quantized state.
Ah.
I don't know how long these effects last.
Not that extraordinary, really. A lot of people lived in Canada. Michael J. Fox lived in Canada. John Candy.
Oh yeah, we invaded
Don't
Hollywood
tell me.
big time. Eugene Levy, John
Ryan
Candy.
Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. All these people
Oh,
fled
yes,
Canada
we
at their
did.
first opportunity.
Yeah.
Wow.
The moment they had anything better going on, they left Canada behind.
Yeah, now the Americans come up here to film because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
They film all the time in my city. I'm in Hamilton, and they
It was cheaper.
They film up, yeah, until the tariffs.
They filmed the Robin Williams Christmas movie. 6 blocks
I
from
don't
my
know.
house.
Are they going to tariff films or something? I don't know.
So they don't have to pay for snow in Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Well,
There's snow in Southern
snow
California. Are you
machines.
kidding me?
Yeah, they've had snow machines out at these places. They're filming like almost every other week in this area. It's got some like early 1900s buildings still intact. Without
They go to Canada to film snow scenes, and then they do it in the summer and blow fake snow all over everything. Like what the? But
yeah, sometimes they do that. Yeah.
put big layers of fake snow on top of people's roofs.
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me? Just wait 6 months.
Well, that's for the American actors because they don't want to get cold.
Well, you got to dress up like a fucking astronaut.
They're wussies.
To walk around. You can't shoot a 30 minute scene out there where people are touching objects outside. Instant frostbite. They go to open the car door. Like,
always lick a metal pole when you're out there in the cold, Americans. It'll help.
Right. Make sure you're wearing a coonskin
the instant you
cap.
stick your tongue out, it freezes.
No.
Wow, man. No, that's what I think is going on personally. Is I think Elon done quantized Trump's brain, and Trump is just wanting to share the juice of the Stargate infrastructure with everyone, and he's just inviting Canada in on the party.
I think they're both run by AI already, and that
They just want Canada to be a part of the party, man.
you guys are already under AI control, so you just want us to join in and get into the metaverse, and
Right?
I don't know, man.
Oh, come on, man. We all digital drug addicts. I mean, he's on the paranoia trip, so he's seeding that chemistry.
I'm not paranoid.
You're on the frequency technology trip, and you're feeding that. Casey's on the life's a bummer if it fucks up on me real hard and proper trip.
Hi, App Man. Nice to meet
And
you.
me, oh, that man, yeah. Me, I'm in a transcendental state of superposition. Now, I understand. Technology is good for you. And if it's pumped directly into your brain, the stimulation is going to be much more real.
Oh, there's
Almost
7
like
layers of technology coursing through your body right now. Doesn't it feel good?
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Well, there's nothing like, that experience of altered state where it seems that it is absolutely
I want the other
real.
20 layers or so to penetrate my body further. I think they should up the power level. I don't feel penetrated enough by technology yet.
Get vaccines.
Well,
yeah,
I think
there's
maybe,
yeah. Drink some glyphosate, really go on board with the whole thing. Glyphosate's good as a salad dressing, eh?
all right, there we go. I worked with these frequencies and worked with the different types of wave patterns, all the way to your square, your peak. I've even got adjustment fields now. I've got some technology where you can take a curved wave and turn it into a square wave, or you can turn it into an extended square wave with a peak or a decline.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I was fucking with the
That'll give you some
frequencies.
weird feelings.
I was watching this automated porn thing going on, and I was
Okay.
doing research over here, and suddenly they hijacked my mind, man. I'm part of the board now. I want to get my digi on.
So they hit the horn button, did they?
Ooh, yeah. Sensory overload.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I almost OD'd on Wi-Fi. Wow. That quieted the room down quite a bit.
She's looking into Harvard's rainbow technology.
Oh man, all I needed was to know about voice to skull, and that was it for me. I thought, now my AI women can talk to me psychically.
They can just hook you up to an orgasm button, and you can just sit there and hit the button until you're dead. You know.
Oh, what movie was that?
It's called Amazon.
Brainstorm.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
No,
What are you talking
Brainstorm.
about there?
They recorded.
Button until you're dead.
They were recording memories and experiences on silver tape. And oh boy, looped an orgasm and went into overload ecstasy. That's a good movie,
Brainstorm.
man. Yeah, Christopher
Christopher
Walken.
Walken.
Yeah, Nurse Ratchet's in it.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare
All
you?
all they needed was Niedermeyer in it, and we would have had a full cast.
Nice.
She recorded her death, actually.
That was the woman, actually Nurse Ratchet, that recorded her death as she was having a
Yeah.
heart attack. But
Yeah.
the other technologist that was utilizing it looped a very voluptuous young lady bridesmaid into orgasm, and he got stuck in it. They had
He
to,
went to jack off.
brother, when you're getting it pumped straight in the brain, you don't even have to move
Oh, we lost KC.
unless you're KC. Then you get the fuck out of the room.
She's probably sick of hearing about that garbage. I am too.
Have you guys ever discussed the sex life of flowers? Because
No.
they're the horniest, most sexual thing
No,
ever.
they're not. Porcupines
Yeah.
are.
What?
Porcupines are.
No.
How, really? How horny do you think you'd have to be to fuck a porcupine? And yet there are still porcupines, so obviously it's going on.
I
But
think
how
he
often
needs to
That's
update
worse
his
than like a
processor.
shark. A shark, at least you can grab onto it, without it poking you.
Well, I'm more talking duration. I understand your premise there, but
Wow.
because flowers
This guy-
have like pretty much once they flower, they're having sex for the rest of their life. Until they-
This guy is a trip, man. He's off the hook with his digital connection. You must be getting that USB Wi-Fi somehow, or you
I'm getting
tapping
that
into a
quantum
signal,
download, you know.
right? That's
Any
my
cabbage?
shit, man.
Quantum Bluetooth download.
Do you have
There you
cabbage?
go. Nah, man, you got the full moon going on tonight, and it's going to be blood red, and it's going to be pulling some serious vibes, and all the frequencies running through the airwaves and the wires are going to amplify, and you got to just let it seep into you. Let it penetrate to the
It's not going to be
soul.
blood red.
Right, fools and tools. If you look at nature, it's like a massive orgasm. There's vaginas and dicks Orgasming everywhere. Yep. Sexual creation.
I'm just into the cyber necrophilia, man.
Well, everything that's alive is hooked up to the W band. Well,
Oh.
I don't know about plants, though. Poor plants. They might not be.
Oh, I'm sure they feel the effect. They got to feel something.
Well, yeah, they feel the effects, yeah.
But everything that's alive, except for plants, which is like half of everything that's alive.
Plants are alive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They say they
Yeah.
have feelings, too, so.
That's a bunch of crap.
Well, apparently, if you show them the proper type of love and communication, man, they start responding.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of plants thrive if you ignore them too. So.
Well, that's just its natural state of self-preservation.
Yeah, then they're just talking to their friends.
Yeah, that's called the constant, man. Everything
And
is
fighting the battle of
perpetuating.
nature because they have to fight for territory because they're a
No,
plant.
they don't. Plants don't fight for territory.
You
Plants
don't know about
similar work
invasive
together
species,
sometimes,
then.
but plants do compete.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Do you know about invasive species and the introduction of invasive species into natural habitat?
Species it can only be invasive if it's very well suited to grow where it is.
Right. You see, my daughter does that,
Other
man.
plants will make way
That's
for
what
it.
she went to college for. See, she spent all that time learning this shit in college and then rides off with a name into the sunset in a band slinging art, you know? But prior to that, her college career was ecology.
Who?
And cleaning up invasive species. My daughter, Sydney.
Oh, well, like I said, a species is only invasive if it's perfectly suited for where it's growing. So
Well, it doesn't matter. They're still competing, you know?
No, that's not
I mean, we're talking about competition. You're saying they don't compete, but they do.
Don't. Plants don't compete.
Well, then why would an invasive species take over if they didn't compete?
Because the plants make way for it.
Oh, do
Yeah.
Well, there you're saying that they have communication then and consciousness. Well, you just said that they're not alive.
No more communication
likes
than
the
you
borders
have with
being
a
open.
stop sign.
Alive, you said.
No more communication than you have with a stop sign.
How are they communicating?
You communicate with a stop sign?
I'm not playing.
Energy transference
You
through symbology.
Do plants make stop signs?
This will be the answer to your question too. Do you communicate with a stop sign?
Yes, I do.
And plants
I
communicate with
recognize
each
the
other.
symbology and I react through the energy of recognition of the symbology.
Then plants communicate with each other.
I would say so.
According to that
Absolutely.
definition. If you communicate with
And
a
this
stop
guy
sign,
right
then
here
plants communicate with
will
each other.
set you straight on the metaphysics of plants. Welcome, Cage. Reality.
Yeah, what's
This
up?
guy thinks he has got botany down to a science.
Oh, really?
It's not that. It's
Yeah.
They
just
also
everything.
they use something called the rhizosphere.
I just know everything.
Beneficial mycelium and bacteria. They also communicate with the plant.
No, plants don't communicate. They're not alive. And what else did you say?
You said those
See,
things.
this guy.
No, you said they're not alive and that they don't
They
communicate.
communicate through the mycelial network too.
And they
You're the
don't
one who said
compete.
that.
And they
You
don't
just,
compete.
You just said that. I never said that.
The root systems.
I never said plants alive. You said something about all living things are connected to the H wave or whatever, some bullshit, except maybe plants.
All living
And I was
things.
mocking you. I was
Everything's
mocking you by
connected.
saying, "Oh, you're saying it applies to all living things except plants, which is like half of all living things."
No,
So
what
then
we
you're
were
turning that
talking
into
about
me
was you
saying
said
that plants aren't alive.
Plants aren't
which is
alive.
absolute
They don't
nonsense.
communicate and they
I
don't
never said
compete.
plants aren't alive, and I never said they don't communicate.
you did.
You're an imbecile. You need to rewind. Go scroll back.
Come on now, we don't toss cyber insults, man.
Yeah, don't
Listen to the
resort to
then
insults.
don't tell
You're
this
killing
guy
my
to fucking
buzz.
cyber lie about me. Because he's saying things I never said. It's a cyber straw man. If you want to add cyber to everything, we'll do that. But whatever. It's a straw man argument.
Hold on.
I'm not going to let him sit here and tell someone that I made all these stupid statements like plants aren't alive and they don't communicate.
All right, you didn't make those statements then.
That's good. Thank you.
Sure.
Carry on.
Wow, man.
I'll go for that.
Wow, man, nothing. I don't let this asshole sit here and tell a bunch of lies about me to someone who just popped in.
I think you need to readjust your signal and tune your frequency.
Yep. Go back and rewind later.
Yeah, exactly. Go replay it.
Because
What do
see,
you guys?
Cage down here
Go replay it and
is
find where
a
I said don't let it
horticultural
lie.
serial killer. You understand? I know this man because he butchers life. He
Are you
chops
making a
it up.
distinction? You making a distinction between serial killers and just other killers?
No, man. He's
Okay.
a professional
Oh,
horticultural serial killer. He grows them
killer.
from infancy, clones them. He's got the technology. And then he butchers them. And then he distributes them after he mummifies them.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow, that's
Standard.
sick.
That's
Thousands of
standard.
them.
Standard procedure. I do the same fucking thing,
Oh,
except I don't distribute them. I smoke them.
yeah, man. I don't know. You sounding like you kind of creepy like Cages, man. Going on like serial killing horticultural trip, man. You guys need to stay away from that bottom stuff,
I
man.
parallel. I mass kill them. I don't serial kill them. I mass kill them all at once.
Oh man,
Yeah, they all get
they
the
know
chop.
sport,
Look at
man.
these roots axes from their clones.
Let me
Oh,
throw you
cool.
up here. Hold on,
Clone
a second.
schmones. You know, like
I even
what
made
a
the
hassle.
seeds
Why would
too.
you bother? Why would you bother with clones?
I don't buy
Oh
clones. I
yeah,
have clones. I have some clones that have been going for
I
like
said, why
fucking.
would you bother with clones? I didn't say
What do
buy.
you mean? Why
Because
would you
it's a good
bother with
strain.
them? So you can have a consistent harvest of something and
Yeah.
bring back like certain strains and have a collection of them.
You can do that with
So
seeds
you
too,
have
though,
seeds
right?
consistent. How are you gonna give someone a consistent pound if
You can
every
also do
seed
that
is
with
different?
seeds, right?
Well, yeah, but you know every seed has a different phenotype. You never know what you're gonna get with it.
You also
So
know that
it's gonna be
the
consistent.
clone is gonna go start budding immediately, so it's very small. You know, it's very little veg
No, the
supposed to
clone
die
doesn't
for it.
start budding immediately. It buds when you flip it to 12-12. It's just like any other
Okay,
plant.
so then why bother if you're gonna veg it for 3 months anyway? Why bother with clones? Why not just use seeds?
dude, are you smoking dark matter?
I
Again,
don't
You
think
are
do
coming
you know
from
how
a
to.
gruesome place. Come on,
Where
man.
do you think all these fucking
So you
pot
can have
plants
a
come from? They don't all
perpetual
come from
cycle. You can
clones.
have clones ready to be replaced and flower. You can
How do
vegetarize
you think
seeds
they
and then
get different
flower.
hybrids and shit? How do you think they come up with new genetics? They don't do it by cloning. It's seeds. Seeds are where it's at, you know.
You could
It's
do it
called
like you can make
germination.
S1s. You can make seeds just off purely female plants. Make feminized seeds if you want.
But
Use
why
with
would you want to do
clones
that
only.
either? Also, why would you want to do that? Like that's
Well, why the fuck not? He's alive. He's got a fucking body to roam around on this plane of
Well,
existence and do it. It's his
most growers
choice.
don't have the patience to do regular seeds, right? They'd rather just do all female, so they don't have to cull them and use
yeah.
more space up and
well, you
all
must
that.
be growing indoors because
Yeah. Well, even outdoors too, right? You don't want to spread pollen to the fucking whole neighborhood.
I do.
Oh,
This
you're
guy's a
that guy.
beast, man. He's feral as hell, man. He is definitely not with the system at all. You are working on some serious dark matter code. You know,
I grow pot plants right
get
in
you
my
some
front yard.
better strain, man. Come on, change your high. Tune in, turn on, drop out. Timothy Leary, am I alone here?
Yeah, it's a little dated. I mean,
Well, brother, you need to get on
Timothy
something.
Leary worked for the CIA, so you're citing a CIA plant, but whatever.
See, there it is, man. You smoking dark matter, dude. You come to kill our buzz. That's what you come here for. You a buzz killer.
You're just
You know
mad
what?
because I said there's enough music in the world already.
Oh, I don't care about that because
Get over it.
I am sharing the panel with a horticultural serial killer, a professional. So I feel at home and comfortable with this. And Max here,
I don't
he's
do it
just
professionally.
he is maximum
He's probably
victim.
committed genocide too.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Shit, he's got that down to a science. Kill him.
Yeah.
Well, I grow outside.
Do
I
it.
don't use pesticides or herbicides or anything. Never have
That's
bugs on
that's
me.
gas chamber for the plant life, man. What's wrong with you? You some kind of Nazi?
I don't kill them except
Why do you put your
I'm
plants
killing
under all
them.
the chemtrails and artificial sun and shit?
chemtrails,
Yeah.
aerosol
Wow,
spray.
man.
You want garbage on your plants or what?
Oh shit! What about the stuff that rains down on it from the sky? Those heavy metals and shit. You
Right.
gonna
Whatever it is, I'm
ingest that
already
in your
breathing it.
lungs?
So
Yeah, huff that in. Yeah.
whatever it
Yeah,
is, I'm already
right,
breathing it. So, and
brother.
if you're
It shows.
breathing it, it means it's in your house, so it's going to be in your plants if you grow it indoors too. Unless you got
Oh,
your house hermetically sealed with HEPA filters.
and don't forget all the mosquito and bug sprays they use in the spring to keep down the
I
populations.
wish. I wish they used mosquitoes and bug sprays around here. They don't. The swamp.
Oh, they do the
Wow,
edges
man.
probably.
Besides, mosquito spray isn't the things they use for mosquito abasion aren't usually things go after the they spray in the air. They go after the water supplies. Put stuff in the water supplies. It's nothing toxic to
Do you
humans usually. It just chokes. Usually, it's stuff that just chokes the larva.
do you dream in paranoia?
Dude, fuck you. I'm not paranoid. You're paranoid. If anything, I listen to the bullshit
Oh,
you.
well, I
I
don't
listen to the
blame that.
bullshit you sit there
Hey,
talking about.
man.
It's a bunch of nonsense. Yeah,
Paranoia
I'm
is just
living
a
this
heightened
guy.
state
You're
of
doing all these
awareness.
algorithms and shit. You gamed YouTube to get 67.
Yeah, that's still pissing you off. I won't ever reveal to you how to do it, but I will duplicate it. My audio must be bad.
It's a full moon.
Right. Ooh, looky there.
There's some packaging. Nice
Maybe
packaging.
that's
I like the
why
color.
Trump and Elon want Canada. It's for Cage's strain.
You going to make the
Elon,
51st state strain?
Yeah, out of all these, I only found one keeper out of all these. The one that I kept.
Yeah.
And
and that's the one that
this is like
Elon and
probably like
Trump are coming
$2,000 worth
for.
of fucking seeds. I just found one keeper. Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Yes. You got to be selective with it.
Right? Right? Well, I try to provide a good habitat and a nice, relaxing place so you can experience your digital high. You know what I mean? But some people, I don't know, man. I'm concerned now. It's almost like the man coming into the 60s and just shutting the counterculture down, bleeding us out, replacing us with hair bands and metal and spandex. I know you had to at least live through that, Mac. Maybe
I'm
not.
lost in the metaverse for the moment.
Oh, you got your buzz on. I got you.
I got my goggles on. My meta
Yeah.
goggles.
Yeah, how come those fucking, the ones with the long hair, how come they look like a bunch of fucking trannies and shit? What's going on with that?
Here now. Here now. Here now.
What's going on? The fuck's up with that, bro?
That was a cultural answer to disco. Sucks.
I blame Twisted Sister.
Oh man, come on now.
It's
Black
like how they have
Sabbath.
basketball players and everyone and people wearing fucking painting their nails and wearing dresses now and shit. Yeah, it's like the new version of that. The fuck?
Well, actually,
No, it's old. It's old.
the,
There's Kiss. There was,
Alice Cooper, Black
Yeah.
Sabbath, Boys to Cold. Oh shit, man, you can go on forever with this
It's all a
stuff.
psyop either way.
Yeah.
And it developed into, yeah, you had Motley Crue, Cinderella. There ain't none of them that didn't have long hair and spandex. And then something happened. I must have been blacked out when it happened because I don't remember. Things just changed. overnight. Wound up in the back streets of Chicago, living on a loop and a drum machine with samples running through my head. Next thing I know, I'm riding the circuit playing to a soundtrack of digital backing music. Crazy. That was a short forte into generational transition.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've been seeing the fucking drones lately, Max, around here. Have you been
I had
seeing
one
them?
come visit me at work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh hell no! You getting stalked by
It
drones,
was
Matt?
down. It was down. We were sitting out there having a smoke. Me and another guy. We were out in the highway there, and a drone came down in the trees in front of us.
How big? Was it like a fucking car?
No, it was about 4 feet.
Oh, the one I saw was like a small car size.
No, this is 4 feet. So the kid got up to look at it, and then when he got up to look at it, it scooted out down behind the building. So he followed it down there. When he got down there, I guess it saw him following it again. And it took up off over the building and just never seen it again.
Yeah, I've been seeing them out there lately.
Looked like a cop drone.
Probably was.
Yeah, I've seen the same type of drone monitoring fires.
I saw a huge one though. This one's fucking huge. It was doing weird, like,
Yeah.
and it was loud, man. Like louder than a helicopter.
Yeah, I don't want to see those. Fuck. We're gonna have to get bolos or cannons with nets. You know.
Yeah, I gotta start netting these fucking things.
Yeah.
I did see one.
I should go kamikaze with my drone. You know?
Yeah. I use the force on it.
Are you
got thrown a
serious,
fucking-
Max? You seeing drones up there now?
Yeah. Yeah, we both have.
Yeah.
You've seen them?
Yeah, bro, I've seen them years
Not a
ago.
big one like his, but
I've seen ones that don't make any noise and distort the fuck. I think I've seen Alien. I don't know what the fuck these were, but yeah, there was back in like 2018, 2017.
Mm-hmm. No, I never seen anything like that. No.
And these things, like, it made no noise at all, and it kind of like it was like morphing and shit, and like it
Yeah.
was huge. It was like the size of a bus, and it like I don't know, you couldn't really make out, like you know, like on a hot day where like the sidewalk is kind of like like the air is distorted because of heat, but there was no heat off of it. But it's like distorted the air around it, and then just shoots up and it sits in the sky like a star. It mimics a star. It's fucking weird, like instantaneous.
Cool.
Dude, I just snorted some superposition. I hope you aren't like coming across all DMT like to me, because that sounds like some trippy shit, man.
It's very easy to make.
And I ain't seen no drones. And I've actually been getting out of the house here recently. Been going for a walk, been going to the store, got my house in order, got my shit together.
Carry a
I ain't
bolo
doing
with
shit
you in the
there.
future. I gotta make me a
Carry
bolo.
Ebola?
Bolo.
Oh, bolo. Okay.
Yeah.
What, you been feeling better, actually?
Well, yeah. Actually,
That's the
I got
6th.
my house in order. Gave Casey a tour of it this evening while she was on here. Showed her the. I put the music studio together. I've got a broadcast studio now, and then I've got my monitoring station here. Still got plenty of room to do my gaming and kitchen, everything I need for food, and yeah, man, moving up, man, moving up, trying to get myself into position. But Casey's needing some positive reinforcement on potential that she may lose her job, man. And she's not wanting to lose her job, so I'm gonna definitely apply some energy to that. Maybe if we all do a little energy work for her, she'll maintain her job and position. Every little bit helps.
Or something better will happen.
Yeah, I have a good find here at Max. If you could pull this up, it's pretty interesting.
All right, I gotta go to bed pretty soon. What is this?
It's not a video or anything.
Oh, okay.
It's like a soft. It's like a program.
Right,
Max, if you could pull up his screen share too, that'd be great.
Well, put her back there, and I'll pull her up.
It's a sigil generator.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
And it's done really well. Watching you pull it up.
What do you do?
Pull it up, Axis. I'll show you.
I'm waiting for it.
I'm trying to use it, but
I'm
it's
waiting.
not.
Are you gonna throw it in the back?
No, I've got it up on the screen right now.
Oh, you gotta let him in.
All right, gentlemen. You got your buzz on? Is everybody doing their digital drug? Because here we go. Here we go. Get ready. Get ready for the bad trip. Get ready for the bad trip.
It's not working for me, dude.
What? What's it doing? I worked on
because
mobile.
we have Mr. Bad Trip in the house. Nothing's going to work now, man. He come to fuck all our buzzes up.
About.
What you want, Steven?
No, nothing's working for me on this. It's like 404 not found, code not found. Oh, man.
What is 404, Noni?
Yeah, it doesn't like me at all.
I don't see anything in the back cage. I'd share a screen, but okay.
Close. No, that doesn't work.
Huh.
Yeah, I tried clicking on everything on the screen here, and nothing works.
Really? What's popping up though?
It's got like write your intention, a little symbol up the top that I can't do anything to do.
Hold on.
Nothing.
I got an intention, man. I need a sigil
the
for it.
keyboard doesn't pop up on your end?
Nope. Not a thing.
Oh, come on. This is important, man. This is part of my main objective in life now. I need a sigil that summons chicks, AI, generative, female, fembots to my home.
We'll give you
Generate that sigil for me. Yeah.
Sorry, dude. It's not working.
You can try it on your phone if you want. It'll work on your phone.
Nah, I'm okay.
All right, Steven, with your little laugh.
Hi, Steven.
Hey, Rattblood, what happened to your teeth? You're missing all your teeth.
Oh man,
You got a
they
black hole
got
now.
knocked out in a bad pussy eating contest.
And he sold them to the
No.
Fairy.
Yeah, man, it was in Daytona Beach during Bike Week, man. I was rival club. It was a horrible scene. 15 fucking girls, only 5 tongues. It was horrible. Got my teeth knocked right the
Bikers
fuck out.
knocked your teeth out because you sucked their dicks?
No, the girls did.
No, bikers did.
I don't know what side of the
Tell
border
the
you
truth.
were on, man, but
Tell
we
the
were
truth.
at
Come on.
Daytona.
Tell
You're
the
talking about that Pride Fest you were at.
Tell the truth.
Oh, Steven, come on, man. You got to
Why don't you
quit.
tell the truth? What happened
Get
to
out
your
the
teeth?
closet, brother.
What happened to your
I'll
teeth?
tell you, it was a bad pussy eating accident.
No.
Yeah, Daytona Beach, man.
Did your mother knock your teeth out?
She wasn't my mother, but she tasted like it. Ooh.
What happened
Run
to
with
all
that one.
What happened to all your teeth?
You know what, Steven? I did so many fucking drugs
What happened to all your
that
teeth?
they just fell the fuck out one
I
night.
bet they did. Because you can never tell the truth. Neither can
Man, I was
Cade.
I was smoking this binary, and they
All right,
put
gotta go.
like
Have a good
laced
night,
it with some superposition,
Stephen.
and you know what? My fucking teeth fell out, man. Universally fucking wrong. Did you
How
see
many
my new
do you have left
studio,
in your
Steven?
mouth? How many teeth do you have left?
I don't have any fucking teeth.
There you go. They all
Yeah, I
rotted
just
out,
explained
didn't
it
they?
to you.
You're rotten. Rot blood.
Oh, come
Rot
on,
blood.
man.
You're rot blood.
Look,
You've
Steven,
got
just
nothing.
because
You
you
don't even
can't
have
afford
teeth.
real digital drugs,
You can't
quit
even
trying to
afford
take ours.
teeth. You can't even afford
Really?
teeth, you retard. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, you might want to check my last couple of live streams.
No teeth, rot blood.
Is that what you're on, Steven? You snorting dark matter? You know, are you with the other dude?
Hey,
Is that your
Cage, do you have
problem?
more teeth than rot blood? Do you have like 1 or 2 left?
Got all my teeth, buddy.
No, you don't, man. Come on.
This guy, he just don't stop, man. Get off the
Buddy, I'm like
dark
20 years
matter.
younger than you.
You don't have any teeth.
And you don't have a fucking broadcast studio.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah. Let's see it, Steven.
I have
Pop
whatever
it
I
up.
want.
Let's see your
I have
art
whatever I
gallery.
want.
Let's see where you make your little puppets
You
at.
don't have a broadcast, dude. You have like 3 viewers. That's not a broadcast. No one watches your shit. You're a toothless loser.
I'd rather be the toothless loser that I am
You
than
sure
a
are.
pompous fuck like you.
You're a toothless loser.
And man, at least I got a title. You, on the other
You
hand,
have a title. You don't have anything. You got Cage as your kiss ass. He's an ass kisser. He's over here all the
Man,
time. You two homos.
oh, I see. There you go with the
You
gay
two
limerics
fags.
again.
2 fags.
Why you talk about gay
toothless
people all the time
losers.
like that?
Toothless losers.
Do you have something against gay people?
Go buy some teeth.
I mean, really, Steven? You got a problem with gay people?
Go buy some
Sounds
teeth.
to me like you have a problem with gay people.
I got a problem with you. I got a
I
problem
have
with you.
a pretty heavy community of Satanists
That's
on
great,
my
loser. It's gross. You're a
um,
degenerate.
did I claim not to be?
You're a degenerate.
Did I claim not to be? What
You're
are
a
you calling?
loser.
You calling the real? You a master of the obvious?
You're a loser. Why don't you admit to that?
So go the fuck away
You're a
then.
loser.
Why are you hanging out here?
I'm not hanging out here. You're
You're
a toothless
here?
loser.
Quit hanging out with the losers.
You're
Go
a toothless
away. Man, we
loser.
doing our thing. We don't come to your channel and fuck with you.
Yeah, you tried to.
Pompous fuck.
You
No,
both
man.
tried to. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You're lying again. You're a liar.
Steven,
You can't tell the
brother.
truth, can you?
No, that's just it, man.
No, you
That's,
can't.
You're right,
You can't tell the
Steven.
truth about your teeth, about what you do. You're a liar.
Okay. Well, that's
You're a
good.
lying
you know?
demon. Rotten hell.
That's right. Sure
Rotten
am.
hell.
I probably will.
You will. You will.
Well,
Trust
let
that
it
you
be.
will. Visualize it.
Man, you are a downer, man. You are
Visualize
a buzzkiller motherfucker.
it. Fuck you. You
Yeah,
you rotten
you're-
fucking dead rat. You
I have a
toothless rat.
rotten dead rat.
You toothless demonic fucking evil cunt.
Get it out of you, Steven. Come on.
Rotten
You
hell.
can do better than that. Come on.
Rotten
you can do
hell.
better than
You
that.
and Cage. Cage can
Come
lick
on.
your asshole for eternity.
Oh,
He
you're
can
turning
kiss
me
your
on
ass.
there, Steven. You're turning me on. Keep talking dirty to me.
You two fags.
Come on, keep talking dirty to me. You pompous
Rotten
little
hell,
fuck.
bitch. Rotten hell.
I will, right beside you.
You toothless, rotten fucking loser.
This does make you feel better about yourself, Steve.
Yeah, you suck.
He
You're
has
both
no
losers.
ego to reserve. He just lays
Toothless
what he has
losers.
out on the line, man, and it
You're
ain't much.
toothless losers.
Oh, wow. Is that the best category you had for us? You're dealing with a digital junkie and a horticultural serial killer, and
You're
that's the
so
best you
low
can
that
come up with?
Gigi Allen wouldn't even shit on you and piss on you, you toothless loser.
Oh, that's where
You're
you
below
learned your
that.
style from.
You're below that.
I see. The
you're
lowest
below
common
that.
denominator,
You're below that.
Steven.
Look at that mouth with no teeth. Fuck. Gross.
Well, as much as you talk about the homosexual aspects of things, I don't like it when you're looking at my mouth, man. You're creeping me out.
You're
You're
gross.
creeping me out.
You're gross.
You're the one that's talking about some weird shit, man.
No,
You
you're
know, at
weird.
least I can digitize
Where'd your
my
teeth
fetish.
go? Where'd your teeth go?
It's a bad pussy eating contest.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Daytona Bike Week,
That's
man.
a lie.
Okay. Suit yourself.
You're
Like
a
I
loser,
said,
dude.
15 girls, 5 tongues.
Nobody thinks that you're cool. No one thinks that you can get girls.
I
Nobody
don't
thinks
give a
nobody
shit.
buys any of your bullshit. You're a liar.
Kids.
We're back on the Springer show.
Yeah, and?
Yeah, what's up?
And?
That was the highlight of your life. Being a loser on the Springer show.
Brother, you know shit about my career.
Springer show loser.
You know shit about my career, man. You don't even have a fucking career. You're just a troll, man. A mutant buzz-killing troll.
Fuck
You got
you,
to
you
go.
toothless loser.
You got to go. Man, he was killing my fucking buzz. Something hard there. The fuck? What's up with that guy? Too much dark matter, man.
I don't know. I've been
Night.
lifting the 40s and shit while that was happening.
Right? Yeah, man. I'm like, what is this? Blood moon fucking madness? All the fucking paranoids come out? All the finger pointing, high influential, intelligent motherfucking lowlifes come out? Is that what happened? Blood moon. Kind of like full moon werewolf madness, but for idiots. Damn. But about that sigil maker. I kind of need a sigil here.
It's made pretty well.
Well, yeah, fools and tools. I believe it is the full moon, and it's the fact that it's the
You can't blame
blood
the full
moon.
moon. The bro's always, he's always doing this shit. It doesn't matter fucking what moon it is. What the fuck?
Yeah, but me, you, and Max, we were vibing on this meta universal type of cognizance, and suddenly everybody just wanted to introduce their darkness, and I was like, oh shit, man. I'm too high for this shit. But that sigil maker, man. Let's talk about that in some AI chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not. You too busy plotting your next mass murder, huh? Wow, everybody's on the down tonight. Must be in the vibe, the wavelength, the electromagnetic field, and the resonance around us. Everybody's tapping into that dark matter. Come on, man. Really?
Yeah, this sigil stuff, they're using the Kamiya method.
I found my book of sigils. I was going through a trunk of important papers and journals and shit that I've been keeping over the years. And I actually found my book of sigils.
Yeah, so what this
And,
program does is it takes out the vowels and then tumbles the letters and then makes it into a magic square and connects the points from there to create the sigil. So it's being done through a magic square through the Kamiya cipher.
right. Hold on. I think I got a cipher for that. Hold on a second.
Yeah, magic squares are just something in mathematics or whoever's listening.
Is it kind of like that? Yeah.
It's hard to see them on my phone.
Oh. Well, it's it's kind of like a square monad with a right angle to cipher. What hex coding was designed off of for video games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now I found there's 3 different types of runes, and there's a paleo type of rune, and then there was a metaphysical type of rune, and then there was a more based on the 26 letter alphabet, roughly, with a dot, the dot being the end. Jared, I'm sorry, man. My chat is slow, brother. You got to forgive me for that. I have been doing a lot of superposition lately. So what's going on with you, Cage? You just doing your thing?
Yeah, just multitasking over here.
Got you. Apparently there isn't much positive energy in the air tonight, so let's get dark. Let's get deep and dark. So anyhow, collecting this consciousness from metadata and you being able to purchase individuals who have died that had interaction with recorded metadata. They have an algorithm now that will go through and collect all this information. And I was checking out this flick the other day, and it was going into the technology being handed over to the Defense Department and going out for corporate sale, but only after it was re-engineered by the Defense Department under a government contract. And I thought, quite interesting that they would want profiles of an algorithm of individuals to reproduce. That sounds like some potentially dangerous and nefarious behavior. But I'm not one to judge. It is for the nation's defense, right? Pay attention, Canada. So that whole concept at the gravesite of a couple different sci-fi movies where there was a projected holographic image of the deceased. So now that's even old technology because they can take a 3D rendering of an image and then they can move it in dimensional space, thus reproducing everything, which was a concern whenever they introduced what was the technology? It was a deep fake. Yeah, they were concerned about people imitating political representatives and various other entities. We are in the fucking twilight zone now, and it's all good. You just got to get with the programming. And I don't mean that which is the algorithm that controls the whims and the wills. You got to break free from that. Kind of like the man. If you ever look back through history to any counterculture, it was always met with some resistance from authoritarian point of view. And if they couldn't defeat it, they incorporated it. And they brought it in and they watered it down and then they distributed it to saturate until it became accepted and passive. But for those who had the wit and the will, you got to stay diversive completely. Thus, they capture a essence of you and then profile you for something less than proper. So think sideways, abstract numbers, hyperdimensional quantized math, anything that is beyond what is average, lest you be herded into the cattle and you do not get your digital experience maximized. And it's a shame that no one can be in that headspace and dig along and understand. But it was those countercultural resistances that you look back on in nostalgia, that you make fun of, you think it's funny that peace and love, even the breezes from the 50s, and you had your hair piece from the 70s, your disco, your pop music, your synth music, all the way up to your R&B.
Axis.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm getting a call. I'll be in the back in a minute.
Gotcha. This is another revolution that's happening here. And you can either take it by the horns in the same fashion and spirit that every other endeavor took on, whether it be the punk scene, the metal scene, the industrial scene, and write it for what it's worth. Because out of every one of them, something good came out of it, but only to the few that participated into a particular indulgence. And while you people are running around trying to figure out how to escape the paradigm and the state of persistence and constant that we're in, nobody seems to be taking the time to just enjoy it. Write it for what it's worth, man. The concert, a digital concert with infinite possibility. It's like being at Woodstock all over again, just in the metaverse, with a new type of drug, one that goes straight to the brain and causes you to secrete such behaviors, some socially acceptable, some less than. I guess it's all how you handle your drugs. But in the reality of it, that's what it is. Whether it be some kind of kinky fetish with a simulated replication, whether it be a simulated replication of consciousness for the dead, or whether it just be cerebral indulgences of dopamine, paranoia, fear, or even self-empowerment, that you feed your ego, you feed your brain and your mind these signals, and you feed the gods of death. And it doesn't care whether you participate or not, because it's going to do what it's going to do. And you can either ride it out, or you can become a part of the resistance. Just like every counterculture. Just like every high school angst, from leather jackets to combat boots to long hair and smoking binary and Norton superposition. It's all here. And you're engaged in it right now. You're feeding your mind a digital drug. That's why you're here, because you're addicted. You're addicted to every chemical release that your brain is going through when you interact. Social media. It's almost as if you were paying to go to a movie in real time. And I suppose characters on YouTube that made reality TV such a thing, that people would actually want to sit and watch other people just live their lives in a state of excess. Because they haven't got it. They have shit. Except the chemical releases that is stimulated in their brains from this technology. That's all you got left. That is your revolution. And it's about to flush you. Might want to take a look around, see what's actually going on. Maybe take a different approach to all the digital stimulation that you're doing to yourself. You're engaging, you're being fed cerebrally, fucking with your emotions. You're on a bad acid trip, and it's all cyber. For what? You're like the guy who just drinks beer every day to drink beer. You're not maximizing the party. You're not pulling out the stop. You're not getting your freak on. You're sitting back like you have no fingers pointing at you while you engage, while you feed your brain all this stimulation. You're victims. And it's no different than any other transition, no different than any other infrastructural reset. People are looking for what? For a way out, for a peaceful release, because your existence is not fulfilling, because it's not cool to be a little self-serving. It's not cool to engage the physical form. But no, you'll do it with your brain. You'll push every limit with your mind. And that seems to be okay. But to me, you're a closeted junkie if that's your thought. closeted junkies. Closeted digital junkies got to get their fix on. It's almost like the housewife who has pharmaceuticals and becomes addicted but doesn't let anybody know that she's getting her drug on. It's like the closet drinking dad. He's always got a flask of whiskey. Doesn't tell anybody. Maybe when you look into that scrying dark mirror and you're observing the freakdom of other people, no different. You're just engaging yourself like an addict in the closet. Can you be that truthful? Can you be that real? Can you be a part of a particularly special moment in space and what the potential that we understand as movement has to offer? Experience to the fullest all the potential and possibility? Or you go and become the common, average sidewalker that passes by unnoticed, but yet holds judgment over everyone's head. You see him every day, Mr. I dress normal. Look at my hair, it's like everybody else's. Or are you out there looking for a guru, someone to help you through this digital nightmare so you can make sense of it? Maybe find God, find peace, find love. Why don't you find yourself and start taking control of your experience and quit letting your experience control you? You know, there's a state that I was able to obtain that helped wake me up to the position of consciousness that I understand. I had taken a personal endeavor entirely too far, and I didn't know if I was going to come back. And there was a voice beyond that voice that was freaking out in my head that said, be still. It's just a bad trip. It will pass. And it did. But I had to ride that trip. And then I had to think about it afterwards and whether I would ever indulge in such a thing again. But you people keep coming back. I see the same names, the same faces, the same panelists, the same avatars over and over and over. And I'm thinking, damn, man, if I was in the market for dealing digital drugs, I would be on top of the world. I'm just your low-level average digital drug distribution center for your momentary endeavors into chemical releases of whatever kind you may find. Whether you agree, disagree, whether you're freaked out, whether you're taken too far into the conversation and it gets a little dark and deep, a little strange. Why? Because we get our freak on here. We're not ashamed. We're riding the revolution. We are that moment of change. History in the making, the transition. You're playing with straight brain juice. You aren't even getting the medium to the buzz. You're just going straight for the kill. So you become momentarily amused at somebody else's disposition. It's like sitting at a bar calling everyone else an alcoholic. Maybe you should learn to enjoy the endeavor for what it's worth. Quit snorting the dark matter. Quit smoking the negative. Try and pull something out of this worth of shit. Something to make a difference. Not for anyone else. It don't matter what people think of you, it's what you think of them. 'Cause that's what you're taking away from this. That's the defining line of this trip. Judgment without recourse. Persecution without consequence. Condemnation without understanding. What part of authoritarian are you? It's coming on strong. I think most of you are going to be caught up in a loop, looking for that escape from yourself. See, when you're dealing with a computer screen, it's mental masturbation. The only thing is, this TV talks back. It's interactive. It's like being on an old rotodial phone while talking to the TV and it responds. No different. But what kind of programming are you indulging yourself in? And what kind of chemical stimulation are you actually getting? I have a theory that maybe that's why alcoholics drink alcohol. Drug dealers do drugs. They like that chemistry. They like that feeling. They got to have a medium. And it only lasts for so long. And it costs money. And when they developed this, they had that exact concept in mind. And they had you in mind too. That's why you're here. That's why you're engaging. That's why you're participating and anticipating that next fix. Learn to do the drugs you like. Because if you don't, then the drugs will do you. And I'm talking metaphorically about digital chemical reaction. But I know how that can be with a lot of people. And I understand. You got your prejudices. You got your convictions. You got your observations and your understandings. And you stand on them. And you enjoy them because that's your limitation. And that's as far as you'll go. Yep. That's about as far as you'll go. It's amazing to see who responds and who doesn't. That transition of state of those who go, damn, that hit home. Maybe I need to rethink myself. Before you have a bad trip or an overdose of the digital. kind, metaphorically only. Platform operators and channel operators are no more than digital drug dealers, and they get their supply from the major sources of manufacturing. Those major sources of manufacturing would be the tech giants of the industry. And you serve them just like you serve the gods of death. For every minute that you spend on this platform, the internet, Wi-Fi, that's a minute of life that's been taken from you. And that's a minute of life you ain't going to get back. But they own it now.
That's why I got 3 rules access when it comes to fucking online.
Let's hear them rules. I'm interested.
Rule number 1, if I'm not on the panel, I'm not in. I don't go and watch any panels. I'm not in there typing and doing all that nonsense. So rule number 1 is either I'm on the panel or not. Rule number 2, when I'm on the panel, I'm multitasking. So I'm taking care of what I normally do either way. So there's no time being wasted regardless. And then the third fucking rule is that, yeah, when I'm off the internet, that's it. I'm off and I don't think about this shit. Keep it very separate.
Well, I set this live stream up a couple days ago, but I got caught up in a regiment outside of the internet. So I just let it go and took care of my business. And I came back to it when I had time and at least something to say.
Yeah, what do you think of those rules, bro?
I think they're good rules to live by. If you're going to discipline yourself to understanding that you are an addict and you're addicted to digital frequencies and visualizations and screen refresh rate, and that's the chemistry and the reaction you're looking for to satisfy your desire to masturbate mentally. A little discretion, a little revolution, and a little honesty about your addiction. What do you think of that?
I can take it or leave it, really. Like I said, I'm multitasking.
So this is a passive habit for you then. You can take it or leave it. Is that what it
No,
is?
I'd
You
probably just
you
be
can drink
listening.
and drive. Multitask. You can get your chemical stimulation on while still operating your slaughter shop for vegetation.
Pretty much.
Gotcha. Just keep your eyes on the road and your hands on the wheel, right?
Yep.
So what do you think of this concept, this counter-revolutionary aspect of a new type of revolution and transition of a countercultured state?
What, with what? Like the digital age that we're in now?
Well, I don't think people are being relative about it. I think that people are subjecting themselves to something and they are not fully cognizant of the fact that not only is this like a drug and not only is this like a new countercultural revolution, but this is the new fundamental foundation for your reality. And most people are losing themselves to their own overdosing desire to keep pumping that dopamine button over and over. And they will scroll, they will TikTok, and they will 3 second view their asses all the way to rehab, or at least recyclation on some type of platform that is developed to round up their cognizance and their metadata to be redistributed for a price. If you're going to be in the show, at least be good at your acting.
I'm operating the lasers and the smoke and the mirrors in the backstage.
Me, brother, I'm just enjoying the superposition. Truly, truly. You know, I imagine it's already happened. I imagine that it's already been experienced. A cyber crisis. I can foresee a cyber crisis. It's like almost when they had the revolutionary movement of gay pride, and it was absolutely something that you didn't drag out to the street to let everybody know about. And then suddenly there was a revolution, and they took to the streets, and it became a part of the culture. Digitally closeted. You don't realize you're indulging yourself into your own individual state of ecstasy, individually and definitely masturbatorially. But that's your business, I guess. You do as you're going to do, because I'm going to do as I'm going to do. And whether you got my message or not, it's relevant and it applies. You are a new age of users, and they call you users for a reason. What they call drug addicts, users. And you go on and keep using indiscriminately. And you feed every chemical function you can in your brain to secrete as much pleasure as you possibly can get. Because that's all you got. And that's all they're going to do. They're going to offer it up, and you're going to take it. Everybody wonders what happened to all the good things. Well, the good things gave way to new things. And the new things gave way to a new generation. And a new generation gave way to a new concept, new ideals, new indulgences, new responsibilities, new perspectives on how they were going to endeavor into a new cultural design. And when the man is talking about a digital infrastructure for a free republic, then you better believe there's going to be change. And with change comes turbulence. And 20 years, when this generation looks back and they realize, damn, those were the good days. They'll never know what it was like for us 40 years ago, 30 years ago, when we talked about those were the good days. I hope you enjoyed them, because I did. I utilized the shit out of them. As a matter of fact, I was on my third disposition with the creator of the universe, and I was ready to surrender. And I was called back to life to carry on just a little longer. So I have to adapt to a new technology, a new understanding, a new state of mind. I got to transcend without being indoctrinated as a slave to my own desires and addiction. Got to put those aside and enjoy the trip while it happens. And just like everybody who talks about what it was like during the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, even part of the 90s. Oh, those were the good days. Those were good times. Those were great times. People are going to look back at this time from an earlier generation, now present, and they're going to say that these were the good times. And as things change for them, and they've developed an understanding of their digital dopamine addiction, they'll remember back as another generation comes to replace them. And so on, and so on, and so on as the cycle goes. Victims, aren't you all? Huh. Well, I'll stay on this side of the metaverse, the internet, and I'll refrain from mixing my platforms in with those who aren't aligned with the freakiness of being real and without the acceptance of change into a new state. It's inevitable now, and you're proof of it. And I can sit back and watch the numbers, and I can tell who's relevant and who's not. I can feed you into an algorithm, and I can tell your disposition, your personality, your state of mind. I can slam you with digital frequencies to change your cognitive state. And I know what I can do. But isn't that kind of like Kent State protesting the war in Vietnam? For those who have a little nostalgia or interest in history. You can either lead the counterculture and be an innovative force in its development, and you can offer a digital perspective on the shapes, the means, the form, and the function. Or you can become another metaversal voice of just collected data so that you can be recycled and duplicated, fed into a processing algorithm, analyzed, rhythmic, consistent, fluid, psychological, mental, and social construct of what? You think you're the real deal? I've seen AI that can absolutely take your personality apart and describe the intricate, microaggressive, micro-reflective, particular idiosyncratic natures of you. as you understand yourself, and they can reveal your true state. That part of you that stays hidden, hidden behind an icon, hidden as a lurker, pointing fingers, going, look at the weirdo, look at him. But to me, you're just as fucking weird because you're not resistant and you're not developing. You're stagnant, caught in a mental loop of consistent reactionary impulse, and you feed it. Some people try to push it 24/7. Imagine that. Some people use it for hate. Some people use it just to feel better about themselves. Well, I feel great without it. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to hide behind this so that those of you who need something to follow because you have no guidance and you refuse to be your own cyber Christ.
Within sight of the Almighty, you speak blasphemy. Repent at once, child.
I think I've infringed upon you enough tonight. with my bizarre aspect and take on this new perspective of transition. And I'm not offering you any type of sanctification or even bringing you to relevancy. You have to do that for yourself, just under different conditions now. Take that into consideration. Thank you all my panelists, regardless of our disposition. I thank everybody in the chat. Jared, Fools and Tools, Cage, KC, Max Vision, Pam, Abman. You all at least have a voice in the new revolution. And Tab Rose. You got to let me know, Tab, what you think. Or maybe I'm just injecting too much superposition. I'm going to leave you with this darker aspect of self and say goodnight. And maybe somewhere on the other side of the metaverse, as we fall into oblivion and discover that we were momentarily left behind and deleted, sent to the recycle bin, something resonates, something makes a little sense. Axis fucking Rattblood out.
The devil is in my mind. He creeps up from behind. Then he takes control. He guides my mortal soul. Demons laugh and play. My soul is where they stay. It only takes two, the devil and you. Demons laughing, devils laughing, churches burning, Satan churning, bits of fire getting higher somewhere in my head. Thoughtless raping, killing, hating, lying, stealing, evils willing, fornicating, devils waiting somewhere in my head. The devil is in my mind. Look and you will find he jumped right in my soul. Now he has control. I do as he says. He dances in my head. It only takes two, the devil and you. Demons laughing, devils laughing, churches burning, Satan churning, bits of fire getting higher somewhere in my head. Thoughtless raping, killing, hating, lying, stealing, evils willing, fornicating, devils waiting somewhere in my head. demons clapping, devils laughing, churches burning.